Hi all, and welcome to my latest Riven blog. I'm trying to do this again actually after a few weeks. I've already finished the game, but I wasn't really set up right, so I'm hoping that this one that I set up is a little bit better of a recording. So I'm going to start off with options. I'm using a gamepad right now because it's the easiest for this game. I can sit back and relax. So I got the volume all the way up to 100, but I want to really make sure that I got some good audio quality going on here. So I have my microphone set to about 72, I hope. More like 74. Okay, so anyway. Um, I'm using OBS for the recording, and so we're going to get some audio settings adjusted here. Master I'll keep at 100 for now. Music I might turn down a little bit to 75. Sound effects I'll keep about the same. Dialogue, uh, about 82, I guess. Ambience can stay about 100. Footsteps, 82-ish, I guess. And UI volume, that doesn't really matter. So hopefully that can help with the clarity of the audio throughout everything. Anyway, also I've got some graphics settings here. The previous graphic settings were on another recording software, and they were kind of junky. They were getting all lag and everything, so hopefully OBS fixes this. So I got everything at epic and high here. Pretty much epic and high, but motion blur I have turned off. I know that can be nauseating for some and for recording myself, so yeah, I keep that off. VSync I want on because sometimes visual tearing is possible. So we'll see how this works out. I'm going to start a new game. I already have some achievements. Maybe I'll show that later. So got a new game. Yes, okay. Many ages, infinite truths. Okay, so the whole thing is I have this set, I think, so the puzzles are randomized. So that's how I like to play. Hey, Idris.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help.
So you can zoom.
There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to explain. Most of what you'll need to know is in here. And for reasons you will discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny, but it's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gen. Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me.
Understood, Idris.
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again, Idris.
Take care, my friend.
Take care. Alright, so you'll have to get used to the fact that I look around and zoom on things occasionally. I'll try, but it's just how I am. I like to look into details, so if it bothers you, I can't help it. Anyway, so we're gonna get this going. First of all, I can look around. Get some weird ambient echoes going on. A little creepy ambient music. Some crackling. And you don't get a flashlight, so you can't see pretty much anything around you. But again, I'd like to go over some things about the detail, how much more immersive and 3D and detailed it is. I mean, look at that. You can zoom in on things. By the standards of other games, I mean, it's maybe still dated, but I mean, it's better than it was from the original Riven. So I'm gonna get going on to the island. Here we go to Riven. And I'll try to make these hour-long recording. Into the age of Riven. Oh, so here we are. Look who it is. Doesn't even notice. Hello? Hmm?
Yo? Realidad, kawarin. Lugawi pa man. Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Su rekoa. Isira. Isira. Mutika buku anai. Isira. Mutika buku anai. Buku anai. Isira. Buku anai. Buku anai. Buku anai.
Hey. So, you took my book, did you? Oh. Who do we have here? The mystery character. Oh, there she is. Of course I know it's a she. You can't deny the fact that I have already played this. You can tell by the ponytails anyway. So I'm free, sort of. If being trapped in this age means free. So here we are, Riven. The little prison I just escaped from. Alright, and we got those big Riven daggers. So, again, here we are looking at the horizon. And there's a couple other islands off in the distance here. So all that'll eventually meet. And so what happened to our little guy? He's down here. Just like the classic game, basically you see him laying down there, but you can zoom in and look more detail. And there's a lot more depth. I mean, you can feel the depth, you can see the depth. It doesn't all feel flat. It's pretty cool. And there's a little bit of graphics that gets hidden as you look farther. Look, if you look closer, it comes in the trees over there on the back. And they fade to more of a blur. But anyway, it's still pretty awesome graphics. I mean, there's the big golden dome. What we got here? A little looking glass to the star fissure. So obviously an opening. So anyway, Nothing here functions right now, so I can't really use this machine. Randomly at some points you may notice that there's rock falls. Right now there isn't one, and I haven't noticed one, but sometimes rocks can fall off the surface of the cliffs. And these interesting structures that have the domes on them. Actually, a little bit I know about that is they are put there to hold the fissures sealed from the age, so they're just kind of a material to keep it enclosed, and that's what the dome links you to, basically. More information on that when I get to GEHN'S journals and stuff. Alright, so I am noticing a little bit of visual lag, unfortunately. Oh, we got our escapee over here. Going off to the next island I'm getting ready to head towards sometime. That'll be the first place I visit over there. And I think that's really the hint, is when you see something move somewhere, that's where you want to go next. But you gotta figure out how to get there first. A nice glaring sun. Now one thing I wanted to show before we head into this area that's very well known is walking over this way. You may see, look right over here, that is the stained glass that you never see from that perspective in the original game right there. So that's that big glowing circle that you see inside that chamber over there. I don't know if I ever originally figured it was a stained glass that was open to the outside. I thought it was like lights behind it or something originally. I don't know. So let's see how to open this right here. So there's a little bit of visual lag going on, I noticed. So another thing I love about this new Riven is the ability to do this. You can just kind of pan around and kind of look at things from different angles in a certain perspective. Just looking through this room here is an easier way to catch details that you might miss, like the writing on the wall, certain symbols and whatnot, and seeing the actual position of everything inside the room. And the Dunny number 5 right in front of you. So anyway. I'll try not to talk too much. We'll see how it goes. So, look at that, how they just kind of blow in the wind. And they got roots at the bottom there, kind of sticking out in the air. That must be some kind of camera over there. Alright, so again, I'm just trying to look around and maybe see if we see a rock fall eventually. seem to have an every 10 to 15 minutes, as far as I remember. Little earthquakes that cause them, I guess. Because Riven is falling apart slowly. You can see. And so, that steam that's coming from the mountain here, there's a pipe here, gotta figure out how to get into that room again to turn this thing on. So let's take a look at these first. The beetles. I just want to take in the details here. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? How the detail is. Blue eyes, the decoration, just the detail in it. And let's open it. So what do we got in this one? Kind of move around a little bit, not much, but here this is an important one because this has some puzzle information. You can see maybe from a few actually here. They give you kind of hints to something going on. But these, I guess, are people that were helpers for Gen, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. I guess the apostles of Gen in a weird way. Okay, so, and then you got writing on the wall, and it'll have to figure out, I don't remember what that says exactly. I'll have to see if I can find that out later. I can use the right button to take a picture. And this is interesting. He's throwing somebody into some kind of abyss. For what reason, we don't know really. But again, I want to take a picture of this. I just remembered how to take pictures, because I might need this later. Oh, I got my photo limit reached. And that's from my previous game, so perhaps I don't really... I want to see something really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore that for now. Has something to do with, looks like burning the books or something. Again, 5, you can see that they're showing the number 5 figures. The number 5 is in Dunny. 5 is an important number. Got here is what looks like Gen writing an age into existence. So we've got all these decorative artistic illustrations of different creatures and plants and so on. Alright, so what shall we first do? Well, they've got to get to the dome somehow eventually. So I gotta figure out how to open this. Even when I was a kid, I used to think that Gen actually did follow you around in the classic game, so you had to make sure that you always closed and locked the doors behind you. I kinda finished that habit. So I don't lock doors behind me much anymore like I used to, because I figure he doesn't follow you, so... That was kind of the thing that kind of gave me the chills a little bit when I was younger. Oh, but look at the ceiling, I almost forgot. Full 3D. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start pushing this button here and see how it goes. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. It's not letting me push it. Hold on, what's going on? There we go, now it's working. Maybe I was too close to the edge here, that's probably why. So... now we've got an opening to the right here, and I'm pretty sure that's where the dome is. So again, I also got to figure out the switch to open that one too. So seems like I have to back out and move back in to get this to work for some reason. Oh, maybe I wasn't close enough. Okay. Why don't things ever go smooth when you're actually doing recording? I don't know. And it doesn't really let you walk in there until it's completely stopped. Which is a good thing, I guess. Alright, I think I want to push it one more time. And then we'll head over this way to see what we got going on. So there it is moving. Okay, maybe not. I think I moved it one too many times now. So yeah, I just try that 2 more times. That should get me into the room from the other side over here. And again, you can see these little openings in the water, these fissures, I think caused by some kind of heat source based on the lore of the game. But also I kind of always thought it also had something to do with the opening and the fissure in the world, like where these domes are. So it's hard to say exactly what the true cause is of those. It's somewhere in a book, I think. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I gotta move it one more time. Okay, so we're gonna click this one more time. Check it now. And I mean, you can look down at the waves crashing against the cliffside there. Looks like the rocks are wet down there. It's pretty cool. Nice details. There's plants. Some kind of buoy that are holding these pipes off into the distance. That one's not in such a good place. So, we've got ourselves... Oh, alright, here we go. This is what I needed, right? Not exactly. I still gotta figure out how to get these two doors. So... that should be what does it. I'm sure of it. It has to be, right? Okay, yes. Here we go. I don't know what I did wrong exactly the first time, but there it is. So, now that we're here, there's the switch for one of those. That would be for this one, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch it and check to make sure. Nope, in fact it's this one. So, just open the one for this over here. And there should be another one behind this door, I believe. So, before we do that, I'm going to take this steam and I'm going to move it over there. That may also be what triggers part of the earthquake, I don't know. But, there we go. Should I stay here? I think I can stay in here and do this, so that's what I'm going to do. I think I looked at the floor that much, but look at that. That's nice how the light reflects on it and everything. That's cool. So there's the Dooney number 5 again. It's everywhere in this. Dunny is how you pronounce it. Okay, so here we have another switch. Clearly, you can tell that's what it's for. So. Go. Got the Nordic Dome open now. Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not going to proceed to solving this right away because I know there's a way you have to actually solve it by going in here, so we're going to do that. In fact, I pretty much probably gave it away right there. Anyway. So, obviously you have to click this switch for the right symbol to be able to open that. Again, let's just take a look at the surroundings. I'm not really taking screenshots much for this anyway because this is sort of a video, so it's not, I'm not going to be worried about screenshots so much. But again, seeing the stained glass, I don't remember ever seeing that stained glass from any angle of classic Riven. I'll have to look at some research for that. Whoa, getting kind of close to this thing. Try not to fall over the edge. See, no rails. OSHA would not be very happy with this. Okay. There's no OSHA on Riven, sorry. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I'm gonna get us back to the other side where the dome is. I think that's all I need to do. Oh wait, no. Never mind. There was a lower part. Oh, there's a way to get down there somehow. We'll get to that eventually. Alright, so I go here, and then back to the start area, and then we're gonna get this moved over to the other side. Almost on our way to it right there. Be heading over there in a few minutes from now, but maybe not for this recording, I'm not sure yet. So, on our way to the dome. Again, you see Dunny writing all over that, and it's got to say something. It takes a lot of time and focus to figure out all that stuff. If it actually does say something, I forget exactly. It has something to do with every island, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. So, in we go. So there's a staircase that's heading down to a lower door over there, and it circles around to the back, and then it stops down there. Looks like shallow water. Can't really tell if anything's swimming around down in there. It's just trapped water, really, I think. So, first of all, we've got these symbols here, and like I was saying before, this is a symbol, circle with a dot, that's the eye shape, so I'm pretty sure that's the eye shape we need to use for the switch. But let's just take a look around and look at the other ones. So there's importance to this too, because these relate to other areas and you want to take note of these eventually. So this is looking off into the distance that we don't even know what's out there. This vertical slit eye, and that's looking over towards that island over there. And then this horizontal slit eye. Again, you can look around like this, so I can actually see different angles. That's cool. So, I forget the names of all these islands. So actually, this one's focused on this area over here. And this open slit eye here. This eye is important to this island over here, and this is most likely the first place we'll be heading. And that new tower over there in the distance, that wasn't from the original game. To the left on the top, that's something new. So you'll see a few new things here and there. And some different placements of certain areas even. So what we have here is a book, obviously an active book. Nothing's going on with this one right now. This is some endgame material right here. So we're not quite to this point just yet. But look at this, I mean it's important for me to show the 3D environment and see what you're looking at here. You can see things from different angles, unlike you never did before. So I mean, it gives it more depth. It's this interesting machinery. I'm gonna close that for now and take note of the symbol there. So anyway, we can't go through there, but we can go down here and check out this lower area. First of all, let's head over here. There's the dome again. Again, I'll explain that these are enclosures that hold off tears in space. So they're kind of like just blockading the tears in space so they don't affect the environment. Because of GEHN'S. Okay, so this is what we call the spider chair. In the original game, it's located in another area. Again, there's more writing around here. I don't know if I ever noticed the dunny writing on the chair. So we want to open this door over here. We'll be seeing that eventually. So that opens the door to the little tram thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact name of it. So this other one opens the bridge, but I don't want to do that right now. Look at this, even the screw bits have 5 points on them. 5 is such an important number here. Still haven't seen an earthquake happen, but they do happen on occasion. Okay, we're gonna head up. I wanna see if I can show what this dome's all about. So it's open to there, but I can't get there from here, so I gotta still turn it around. I think that does it. Alright. And then... no, I was wrong. Dang it. One more. 2 more. Oh wait, no. Here we go. Okay, so again, you can see it basically from here. The circle with the dot. So that's what we're gonna do. Right about now. Got it. Prepare yourself, because this is going to open us to a new mystery that wasn't in the original Riven. So I'm getting ready. You can tell it looks different than what it was before. So, going to touch that. Here we go. Vibrations on the gamepad while this is happening. So here we are. In space. Breathable space. Of course I'd be choking right now if I wasn't able to breathe, so what do we got going on here? Globe-looking things with platforms on them in different areas. So this looks like some kind of alignment puzzle that is way out of alignment. Look, actually it's the bottom of the dome. Those are the domes. So we have this one, 1, 2, 3, 5 I think is down there, and 5. So that's 5 domes. And then this weird looking lighthouse thing in the middle here. Blinking lights. So how do we do this again? Well, first of all, I want to see if I can straighten this. It's just right here, I think. So pushing that button connects the middle lighthouse platform to the one you're currently at. So there we go. Now what we have here, this globe. I think it's already connected where it needs to be. So I don't know if I want to change anything just yet. These are some kind of fire marbles. If you're not familiar with fire marbles, glowing orbs from the caverns of Dunny. So here we go. Wait, right there. It's showing a symbol right there. I don't know if that matters. Oh, no, I think we're okay. And then we're gonna push that button, I think. There it goes. something. Can't say I exactly remember what it did. Oh, look at these butterflies. Poor butterfly got trapped in here somehow. I wonder how it survived. What's a butterfly doing flying around in space? Oh wait, and I almost forgot this glowing orb of light. Can't say I remember what that is either. Just kind of floats around. But anyway, if I wanted to, I can rotate this. And move away from here, but we don't want to do that, so I'm going to stay right here. And we're going to head back to the island I was at on Riven. Right now we're in a... This is basically, I think, the area that Atris falls through. That's how you shift through dimensions in Riven. Alright. I'm getting ready to head over to this other little cave area over here. Let's take in the ambient music. I'll try to be quiet. Anything on the wall that I may miss. Lichen, basically. Alright, so let's open this door. And here we are in this weird sanctuary of a chamber. And there's that stained glass window from the inside that we were so familiar with. Statues of the works. The works of these huge whale creatures. More like killer whales, I think, with horns. And some food offerings, and looks like maybe some wine bottles too. These are sacred creatures that were used. Well, you'll find out eventually what they were used for. I wonder, I forget if there was anything written in the journals what this thing ran, how this thing ran, because there's some kind of powder in there. It looks like it's some kind of electric conductive material. Maybe it's written in the journal somewhere what exactly it is. But here it is. Here it is, the 3D version of this room. I can look around, just like take it all in. I can even crawl behind these pillars. Makes me wonder if there's anything hidden. I could hide back here, like a sneaky ninja. Nobody's really around to hide from, though. But anyway. Oh, that felt like an earthquake. Again, I didn't see anything fall. You can feel the random earthquakes in the gamepad, but I guess you don't always witness the actual crumbling. They're just little light ones. So I'm gonna show another. First of all, we gotta get that thing back over here. The name of it will eventually come back to me. Nope, not coming to my head right now. Maybe when I see it in a book somewhere. Pretty cool, huh? All right. First of all, I'm going to turn this thing around and we're going to go out the other side. Because there is actually something I wanted to go over on this side over here. First of all, let's take a look at view. That's the place we're heading towards. There's the end of the track over there at the bottom, and then that weird tower on the top behind the hill. And you can kind of make out the village a little bit from here, but not so much. The tops of the structures at least, and then the trees to the right. I always wondered, even the whole time I was playing this through the first time, I never saw anything break the surface, like whales or any kind of creatures. Still, I thought that would have been a cool addition to have something like that. But it's just something that I guess they never thought about doing. I don't know why. I thought it would have been a cool idea to have stuff occasionally break the surface of the water. You know, I totally forgot about something else. Behind the dome, there's that switch that makes the bridge fall. I totally forgot about that. So we're gonna find this little area here. There's a way to crawl back here. Aha! So we're at the area where where this thing broke. And down there, obviously, there's a damaged one. That can't be used anymore. I guess that's the other part of it. You can see the dunny symbol on there too, or the star symbol. It's pretty much everywhere. I don't know, I thought that was something else. The first time I played this, I thought that was something else. not the same thing as that, but I think it's all connected to this. It's probably the part that goes over the top of it. That piece up there. Am I right? Well, I can't see the is that the symbol right there? Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it was. It was that thing. So there you have it. Let's go for a ride. And I think this might be pretty close to the end of my first episode here, so here we go. I need to call it back, here it is. Oops, sorry about that. So those are obviously made of copper. Different perspectives of the other islands. Look how you can see how the clouds are going through the water fissures there. So crazy. That's what makes me think it's open to the space, because what else would suck space through those, I mean, clouds through that? It's like a vacuum of some kind. Dagger in the side of the cliff over there. So here we are. Now, one thing that's different is they changed some puzzles, so we no longer have the rotating eye symbol thingies that were in the side of the cliff here somewhere at some point. It was maybe set up a little bit differently, so it's not here anymore. So we might have, the first time I was here, I was probably spending a few minutes looking around like, where is it? Did they move it somewhere else? I don't know. They're like, yeah, but it's not here, so we're gonna move on. Not too much farther. I'm just gonna do a quick scan and then we'll get back to it on the next episode. What we have here, this is new, these statues. You can hold this for a little bit, let the water empty. Eventually you find out the reason why you want to do this. See how the water is still now, and then when you do this, the water is no longer still. That's an important thing to take note of. And so here we are in the middle. I guess before we head off to the second episode later, we want to at least see these cute little creatures down here that we know so well. They saw me a little bit. See if I can get close to them without scaring them off. You can even zoom in too. Let's see how this is amazing how the detail is. Oh, right there. See, that's what I was talking about. Earthquake. So you got all these rocks crumbling. That happens randomly every few minutes. It seems like it woke them up a little bit too. They got a little disturbed by that also. Oh. They're just relaxing in the sun. Oh. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? It's nice how you can so smoothly just walk around and see them at different angles and not miss anything. See, there you go. And they swim off right down into that little area there. So basically, they just dive underneath this thing. And then they go off into this little area, down into the deeper area. So I'm pretty much almost done with this episode, but there's one more thing I wanted to show, and it's an important thing to proceed through the puzzles and stuff in this game, and that is this area right here. Oop, got some little moths or locusts or whatever they are. I think they're supposed to be like locusts. Butterfly locusts, I don't know. A combination of both. We got this white paint over here. White paint is a hint right there. And then we have this. Let's pick it up. So there we go. Look. Alright. So obviously this paint turns transparent at a certain point. Or something like that. And then we've got what looks like some kind of a symbol here. Can't really see from this angle, unfortunately. But that's what this is for, really, is looking for these kind of details. I can't really make out what this is, and I think this is because you have to see it from the inside. Oh, and there's that other new structure that's new to this game. I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm going to stop here and we'll get back to it some other time. Hope you all enjoyed watching.